Alright folks, Portuguese Idiot, we are back. Let's continue. Well, it's a memo from Dr. Wright to her assistant Karen Sosa, warning Sosa that a trial participant named Jay Steinman has an unhealthy obsession with her. According to Wright, she was worried that Karen's continued contact with Steinman was contributing to his instability. She recommends that Karen break off all contact. Wait, the car that Haynes used to bomb the tunnel belonged to Steinman. I didn't know he was in the study. Could he have set up Adam Haynes, or is he a pawn in this too? Let's talk with Dr. Wright and Karen Sosa to see if we can find out what else their company knows about Jay Steinman. My guess is it's all Karen, and she used the other guy to plant the bomb. She manipulated him. Alright, the changes to the base molecules of this medication are pretty extreme. Instead of eliminating anxiety and aggression, this drug has been engineered to elevate aggression and paranoia. The active ingredients have also been designed to degrade within hours. After activating in the subject's brain, the drug would break down, making it untraceable in blood tests. So even if Warrior Pharmaceuticals was tracking the rise in aggressive and violence, they wouldn't be able to detect the altered chemicals in their patients' blood samples. I'll alert Dr. Wright that someone has been tampering with her medication. If any more of the patients have been affected by this drug, we need to identify them before it's too late. We'd like to know more about the nature of your relationship with Jay Steinman, Miss Sosa. This memo suggests that your boss thought you were becoming too familiar with him. Wait, what? How did you get? Dr. Wright gave us permission to search for your facilities. Look, this is all just a big misunderstanding. I can explain. I met Jay through this study and took an immediate liking to him. Eventually, we started talking and texting each other about our daily lives. It's my job to oversee the well-being of our patients, and I want to make sure that Mr. Steinman was stabilizing. My relationship to Mr. Steinman and all of our subjects is strictly professional. Yeah. Well, talking and texting with the patient every day seems like it's beyond the scope of your professional duties. What exactly is your relationship with Jay Steinman? Alright, fine. Jay and I met at a board game convention in Columbus. A few times a month we meet at a coffee shop to play games with some other people. I told him about this trial. Why didn't you tell Dr. Wright that you knew Steinman before the trial? I couldn't tell her about our relationship, or Jay wouldn't have been eligible for the trial. Everything was going fine, but recently Jay has become very clingy. He thinks there's more between us than friendship, even though I keep telling him otherwise. He's been very aggressive lately. Please, he's a decent guy. He just needs some help. Well, thank you for talking to us. We'll follow up with Mr. Steinman to ensure he's all right. Nice. Hey, Dr. Wright, we need to ask you about something we found in your lab. Pills. Uh-oh. Well, I can tell you that we monitor all of our patients. I was definitely concerned by Mr. Steinman's behavior, but I can't violate doctor-patient confidentiality. I can comment on my employees. Will you have concerns about Karen Sosa? A $5 billion contract rides on the success of this trial. Karen engages with the patients to make sure they're following the trial protocols and monitors them for any side effects. But in the case of Mr. Steinman, it seemed like their contact had gone beyond professional. I was worried she had too much influence over Mr. Steinman. His behavior was getting worse. I suggested that she stop seeing him so we could observe if his condition would improve without the input of her stimulus. Unfortunately, I'm not confident that she listened to me. Thank you for your time, Dr. Wright. We'll be in touch with any further questions. Agents, what did you find at Warrior Pharmaceuticals? Well, Dr. Wright started noticing an unusual increase in acts of violence among their patients in the last 3 weeks. The medication was flawed. They would have seen that from the beginning. We also found a link between one of their employees, Karen Sosa, and Jay Steinman, the owner of the car that Adam Haynes used in the tunnel bombing. Nice work in covering that link, Agent. Agent, take Agent Keene with you and check out Jay Steinman. If he's a threat to himself or others, then I want to know about it. Nice. Kind of looks like me. At least with like the scruff that's going on. Mr. Steinman, we're with the FBI. We're investigating Adam Haynes. Can you tell us about your relationship with him? Oh, goodness. He really did it, didn't he? I saw the news, but I was hoping it was wrong. Adam and I served in Iraq. A mortar tore my leg apart, and Adam kept me alive until the medevac got there. When we got back to the States, I tried to do everything I could to help Adam. He stayed at my place. He even worked here for a while. You reported your car as stolen. Can you tell us about that? I always park my car in the same spot. When I came out from work, it was gone. Oh goodness, did Adam use my car? He did. You said he was employed here. Can you tell us why you terminated his employment? You see the clock there? I got it as a gift from my girlfriend, and it's the reason I had to let Adam go. I have an eccentric customer, Dan, who comes in every few days to admire the clock. Last week I came back from lunch and Adam was screaming at Dan about how he was out to get him. Adam saved my life, but if I lose my customers, I'll lose my store. I couldn't let him stay on. Well, because of your connection to Adam, we're going to have to search the store. Of course. I know Adam stole my car, but I still can't believe he blew up that tunnel. Maybe you can find something that clears his name. Okay, now I did the bonus section for this, so I should be able to find this stuff hopefully pretty well. Let's see. Okay, so the photo and the film reel are all new. Yep. I don't see the film reel though. Yeah, I just didn't do very well because I didn't know what those things were. Well, this vintage photograph is the only one in the shop, and it looks ancient, but that's Jay Steinman in the picture. I can't tell who else is with him. We should check it out. Someone tried to destroy this tape reel. Let's piece back together for ARAM to analyze. And Steinman mentioned that Adam had a fight with one of his clients over this antique clock. We should examine it more closely to see if there's anything unique about it. I'll bet you there is. Oh, we know this broad is. Okay, last ones that I could think of that I chose. Well, this vintage photograph isn't vintage at all. It's from one of those novels, The Old-Timey Photo Booth. It's of Jay Steinman and Karen Sosa, and they look quite close. Karen told you that they were just friends who met up to play board games. This photo makes it look like she's playing a different kind of game. If Karen is lying to us about how close she is to Jay, what else is she hiding? Exactly. Alright. Well, now that you've repaired the reel, I can play the recording back for you. Click. I never touched your car. I bet she did it. She's behind all of this. Stop blaming Karen for everything. I know she's behind this. When I get my test results, you'll see. Click. Haynes is making some pretty serious allegations on this tape. I'm guessing it's Karen who tried to destroy it. Haynes is saying that Karen is the one who took Jay's car, but Haynes is the one who drove it into the tunnel. Something just doesn't make sense here. We need more information. Yeah, we do. You know what? Let's skip this. I inspected the antique clock and found two things. One, this clock was made 2 years ago in Taiwan, and two, it has a secret compartment with a coded note in it. Luckily, I was able to break the code. It was pretty interesting. They used a double transposition cipher with the Caesar shift. What does the note say? Don't go off plan. Tunnel wasn't on mission. Stand down. Jay said that a customer named Dan came in to admire the clock a couple days. Maybe instead of appreciating this clock, the customer was using it to pass notes to the silent partner. Maybe. Just a few more questions for you, Mr. Steinman. Can you tell us about this photograph of you and Karen Sosa? Well, that photo was taken from our first date. We've known each other for a couple years. We're just friends, that's all. No, this one. We've known each other for... Oh, no? I don't know. It sounds like Simon and Sosa are hiding the true nature of the relationship. You may have known each other for years, but if you're just friends, when did you go on your first date? Oh, did I say date? Alright, Karen said nobody could know. If her boss found out, she'd be fired. Did Adam Haynes know about your relationship? Adam never liked Karen. He always had these paranoid rants about Karen tampering with drugs to control people's minds. I tried to record him so we could hear how crazy he sounded, but he was threatening to tell Dr. Wright about Karen after the clock incident. I just couldn't keep Adam around here anymore. Please don't tell Karen's boss about us. Karen was just trying to help me. Before I was on those meds, I was like Adam. Angry, paranoid. Now I can see clearly. The fog, the rage, they're gone. We found evidence that someone has been tampering with the medications in the trial, creating bad doses that cause the patients to become incredibly violent. Wait, what? So, Adam was right. But does that mean he was right about Karen? We're investigating her involvement in the death of Adam Haynes. She may have used the drug trial to manipulate Adam. You should alert us the next time she attempts to contact you. Oh, I can't believe it. I can't believe my Karen would do this. I'll let you know if I hear from her. Sounds like you might protect her. Agent, I just received some troubling news. The tail we placed on Jay Steinman is reporting that he's gone missing. He says that Simon spent all afternoon in the antique shop, and his only customer was an attractive young woman. He reports that she stayed for 15 minutes and then left the store alone. He watched the store for another hour, but when he saw no signs of stirring, he entered the shop, posing as a customer, to check on Steinman. He says that the store was unlocked and all the lights were on, but there were no signs of Steinman. He must have slipped out the back door, but he did so without safeguarding any of his merchandise. We'll continue searching for Steinman, but this really doesn't look good. I'll be in touch if we find him. That sounds like nuts. Well, before his current career, Mr. Reddington was a decorated officer. If anyone is hurting military veterans, you can be assured that he will spare no expenses to hunt them down. Thank you for bringing me this information. Tainted drugs engineered to turn soldiers with PTSD into killers. Mr. Reddington will take a special interest in taking down the silent partner. Agent, 5 minutes ago, J.G. Steinman stormed into the Starkweather offices. He's holding their CEO, Dan Starkweather, hostage and threatening to blow up the entire building. There's 300 people in that building. Get over there and defuse the situation before we have more blood on our hands. Moron.